Hey there guys and girls, Mike here coming at you from Badlands Paintball. Well, today I'm going to be doing a quick installation video, and this one's going to be for anybody who owns newer generation Killhouse weapon systems Omega or the CTR stock. So you may have bought a CTR stock separately, or of course you just got the Omega right out of the box. We've had a few requests both on our Facebook page and YouTube just in terms of how to install this CTR stock. It's a little bit complicated. It's very secure and very adjustable once you get it on the Omegas or your aftermarket paintball gun. But you know what? You do have to get it on there. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. So before we get started though, one thing you are going to need is either a small Allen key or even just something like this. You know what? Just a very small tool, something that you can poke with. I would just recommend using a small Allen key. One of the ones that came in your Killhouse Weapon Systems Omega box will work just fine. So once you have a tool like this one here, come on in a little bit closer, show you how to install this. Alright guys, so I've got my CTR stock here as well as my Killhouse Omega and the tool that I'm going to need to help me out. Again, you guys can just use a thin Allen key if you want to. And you may in fact have an airsoft gun in front of you, or of course just a metal post. That's neither here nor there, they will all install the same. So I'm actually going to shift my paintball gun off to the side here. We're going to take a look at our CTR stock. So again, great stock, just a little bit complicated to install. So the first place that you're going to want to look when it comes to installing the CTR stock is right up front here. There's a small hole right at the front of the paintball gun, and that's going to be where you're going to want to push a pin out from. So there's a small tubular pin on the inside of this hole that needs to be pushed out. It's actually flush right through both sides, so you can either come from one side or the other and just take your tool, your Allen key, and push that pin right out. And you're going to see it right there. So that's the pin that you're going to want to remove. Make sure you hang on to this pin, however, though, because we're going to need it again when we reinstall the stock. So hang on to that. We'll just put that off to the side right now. Now that pin was actually holding this locking mechanism in place. So now that pin's out, I can actually shift this piece right off to the side. And now that that piece is removed, we can actually see we have access to the locking pin. So this is the locking pin that starts right here, and that actually inserts right up into the stock itself. Normally, when we want to shift the stock back and forth, we're just going to pull down this lever, and that pin lifts up enough that we can shift it back and forth on the actual post. However, just pulling up on that lever does not pull that pin out enough to get it completely off the back of the stock. So to gain deeper access, we had to remove this cover, and now that's going to give us access to this hole on the side of the locking pin. Now I can insert my Allen key or my tool that I have right here, and that's going to give me the leverage that I need to push down that pin the extra distance. So I'll show you it from this side here, just so you guys can see a little bit better. Pushing down gets it a certain distance, and then once I put in that my tool, now I can pull it that much farther. So it's giving me an extra 2 or 3 millimeters of pull, and that's going to give me enough to actually slide this onto my paintball gun. So I'm going to bring in my paintball gun here. I'm going to begin to insert it. Now I'm just going to push that pin down that much farther, and you can see now I can shift this back and forth with ease. If I just have it straight up, not going to be enough, but if I pull it down all the way, now I'm good to go. So I can shift that on there, make sure it's locked in place. Now I can shift it around, perfect. Now we're going to want to reinstall our cover here. It's important when you're reinstalling the cover, there is another small pin right at the top here, at the top of your locking pin, okay? So there's a small pin that goes right through the locking pin itself. You're going to want to make sure that that pin there is centered. So hopefully you guys can see it right here. So you're going to want to make sure that it's centered this way right here. Perfectly centered. Looks like we're good to go there. Now we can bring in our back cap here. You're going to put it in an angle just like so. And then shift it down and into place. So I'll show you guys that again. Just going to bring in my piece here, snap it on over top, push it back, and down. Now I'm going to take my pin that I originally pulled out and insert that right back into the top hole. I'll push it down so it's flush to both sides. Perfect. And now we're good to go. Alright, ladies and gents, so your CTR stock should be nice and secure on your paintball gun or airsoft gun at this point. So really adjustable stock. Really rugged, really sturdy. If you do want to see this stock, or of course the Killhouse Weapon Systems Omega, you could definitely check them both out at www.BadlandsPaintball.com. Now that is if you can't get into any of our 8 locations across Canada. We've got tons of guys and girls in those shops who will be more than willing to help you out, show you this CTR stock as well as the Omega here. Now if you're online and that's the way you like to do it, definitely make sure you check out our Facebook and Twitter pages. The Facebook page especially is just a great place to hang out, talk about paintball, ask any questions you might have. I believe I actually saw this request for the CTR stock on there, so it's definitely a great place to hang out and just talk paintball. Now you're already watching this YouTube video, much appreciated guys. Please hit the like and subscribe button if this helped you out or if you enjoyed the video. But big important thing is definitely just comment, okay guys? We want to see what you guys have to say. Gives us great ideas for upcoming and future videos and where we might want to show up for future events. So if you comment down there, we'll get back to you and we'll try to do those videos for you as best we can, okay? So again, hopefully this helped you guys out. But now you're going to want to go ahead and throw your paintball mask on, and like I always say, grab a paintball gun and go on out there and play some paintball. Catch you guys later.